Hey Aries, I'm here with your career reading, and so we're going to get you some messages of clarity and guidance related to career and finance. And with that, I'm really just going to get right into it. All right. So let me see, let me make sure this is in the camera. Okay. So I see. All right. Okay, so I feel like there is something that you do want to work towards, a new opportunity, a new idea, and you may be allowing like negative thought patterns and beliefs to get in the way. So it's something that's sort of like tempting you or taking away from you focusing on your goals. And it could be like, again, something as simple as like just negative thought patterns, beliefs, like fears, doubts that you may be having. And then also it could be like this fear of like, how do you bring it down into the 3D? And, or sort of like a fear of success, essentially. But there is sort of this need to bring it down into the 3D and to start taking action toward it in some way. But I feel like you do feel a little distracted in a sense. And you'll have to apply that. What those distractions are will be different for each case. Okay. Yeah, so this could also be something that you want to do that kind of goes against societal structures and sort of like traditions, and like I'm specifically hearing like if you want to become self-employed but you have a job and you don't want to necessarily leave your job, and you don't want to be judged for that, and you don't want people saying like, oh, you had this pretty decent job, or you had a really great job, or you were doing so well, and now you're giving that all up to pursue your dreams or goals or whatever. So I feel like there may be a little bit of that in it. And again, with the societal pressures and just feeling like you need to adhere to a specific set of standards and rules. And I feel like your authentic self and your true self just has these wonderful, beautiful dreams. And again, you're holding yourself back from them, essentially. Okay, so what else? All right, yeah, so it's definitely time to, I knew I was going to mess up my little design. It's definitely time to put your gifts and talents to use. So I feel like this is something that is related to like gifts and talents and abilities, and you have everything that you need already to make it successful and to be successful. It's about, again, sort of acting it out, experiencing it in the 3D world. All right, so what else? So you definitely have a lot of blessings coming, or you've been blessed in many ways. And I feel like for some of you, there has been like this blessing that happened that may not seem like a blessing initially. And specifically, I'm talking about like if something went away, like a job or an opportunity or something that you interviewed for and weren't selected for it. So whatever it is that went away or that didn't present itself as an opportunity was really a blessing in disguise. So it is time to let go of the traditional societal structures, the judgments that you feel may come to you because of you wanting to pursue this goal or a new path. It's really time to let all of that go and to move forward with what it is that you truly desire. So what else? Thank you. All right. So we have the Ace of Wands in reverse here. And I'm just going to get clarification on that. So Why is the ace in reverse? Thank you. All right. Yeah, so I definitely feel like you have like some passion, some goals, some dreams that you're not currently able to execute. And I feel like it is causing like some emotional stress and strain on you. And I apologize because there is like some sort of construction or something going on outside. I don't even know what that is, but I do apologize for it. But yeah, so there's definitely like, I feel like you are being taken away in some sense from like the things that you really want to do, and this financial abundance and freedom and independence. So it's like this new adventure that's awaiting, and it really truly is going to be an adventure, and it's going to be filled with, you know, highs and lows, and there's just some hesitancy with getting started on that, which is completely understandable because it's completely different than, you know, what you've traditionally done. And so I can understand like that. It's bringing up a lot of emotions as well. So some good, it's sort of like a roller coaster of emotions because of the potential that this has for success. But then also on the other side of you like having to give up some things and having to change things around and adjust your life, and maybe even travel, put yourself out there more, connect with people that you're not usually connecting with, or just open yourself up to networking and collaborating, things like that. So what else? Let's get this real quick. All right, yes, okay. Yeah, so let me make sure that in the camera. Okay, there we go. All right, yeah, so let me just get some clarification on that, the High Priestess in reverse. But I feel like I know. Okay. Give me some clarification, please. Thank you. Yes, okay. Yeah, so I think, like I said, it's coming up again about your hesitancy, and there being like this beautiful opportunity that awaits you, that you need to sort of step through a portal. You need to open it up. You need to like allow this new chapter to begin in order for you to reach success and to reach your goals, your fulfillment, your abundance. All right, so what are the challenges associated with that, with our Aries moving forward? All right, yeah, okay, so all right, so first I see that, you know, during this time, like, it's very likely that you'll have, like I talked about, ups and downs, and so you may make a couple mistakes here and there. It's all a part of the learning process, and it is really making you better, and it's helping you to grow and advance and build your foundation. Because if you don't take chances, if you don't take risks, then the rewards are just not as great. They're not as plentiful. And it's okay to take a misstep, because that happens. And, you know, many people who experience great successes, they will talk about all the things that didn't work along the way. And so you cannot be afraid of the things that don't work, because they're still, if you think about it, they still worked, right? Because if you try 5 things and none of them work, you at least know that those 5 things didn't work. So then you can try the 6th thing, and that may work, and you may be very successful with that. But in the process, you know, at least those 5 things didn't work. So there was some definitely a reason and a purpose for you going through those things that didn't work, right? They made you stronger, they made you smarter, they made you wiser. So they cannot be discounted. And it's really about like allowing yourself, like I said, to open up this new chapter and to allow things to happen for you, because you definitely have like this opportunity for success. And there, I feel like there's something with your emotional state as well, because I see like the overflowing of emotions, but you know, there is this opportunity for you to manage that well, to implement emotional intelligence, and to incorporate that into your activities. Because I do see like there could be like some emotional points and times, but you do have the power to manage that appropriately, and I feel like you will. It's just, again, like kind of I say this with love, but like getting over yourself and recognizing that, you know, okay, like you might do a live and you might like not come out as good or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, and that's an example really for me, because, you know, I'm experiencing the same thing, and I think like all content creators will go through that process of when you're like, oh, you know what, that was not a good session, I don't like that, you know, I feel like I felt dumb at a certain point in there and whatever. So essentially, again, just examples of how you may like have a misstep, or you may feel like, oh, I messed that up, but again, it's a part of the learning lesson, it's a part of your process, it's a part of you creating your reality that's allowing you to see more of who you authentically are and what you want and desire, and then you can move forward with the lessons and with the things that align with you, and you can use the things that don't as learning lessons. Okay, so let's see where we at. So we did some challenges and obstacles. Anything else with the challenges? Anything else? Okay, thank you. All right, okay. Yeah, it's definitely choosing your attitude and choosing how you address the mishaps and the mistakes that come along. And I'm saying this just because I don't have a better word, because mistakes essentially, they don't happen. It's all lessons that you've designed for yourself to learn and to grow. But, you know, for lack of a better term, just, you know, those situations where you're like, oh, I don't like that, I want to go here. But just like letting it happen and learning from it, and, you know, not beating yourself up and not stopping because something happened that you don't prefer. So let me see why this sun is here in reverse. Okay, thank you. All right, yeah, okay. And then one more, please. Okay, geez, okay, everything's coming out in reverse, but that's okay, because it's, again, just showing us our opportunities here. And so I say this every single time, but I'm going to keep promoting it. As long as it comes down and it comes through as a message, I'm going to say it. Those self-care practices and just trusting and knowing. But I do see like there's a little bit of a lack of a connection with your higher self. And it may be, you know, we have a lot of things going on at this time, especially if you're watching this during the holiday season. It is a little easier to get caught up in that and distracted from your goals. And, you know, there may be some temptations coming out with overeating, indulging, you know, drinking, having fun, celebrating a lot, you know, all of that, all well and good. All your choice, but just there is opportunity as well to stay on track with your goals and to work toward your dreams and your desires. That is here as well. Okay. All right, so let's get a couple messages for our Aries. Okay, so we have prepare, the best is yet to come. Absolutely, we just talked about there is time here through your celebrations, through, you just enjoying yourself to get started on your goals. Okay, so we have shopping spree and treat yourself. Huge breakthrough finally, and bank account on zero. All right, so we have a little bit of conflicting messages here. So just take what resonates with you, because if you have been shopping and treating yourself, then it may be an opportunity to hold the line on that and a little bit, especially because we do at this time maybe buying gifts for others. So you may want to just be more mindful about your spending during this time. And also I'm hearing some research may be helpful on what it will take to implement your goals, and that may help you. And so if you see like, okay, I'm gonna need $1,000 for this to get things started, so you at least know what it is that you are going to need, so you can kind of curb your spending a little bit and save in some way that might be helpful to you. Okay, so let's get a couple of these. So we have, if all you're doing is waiting for the really big moments, you won't value and appreciate the small ones. Absolutely. So I feel like there should be a healthy balance here with celebrating and enjoying yourself and treating yourself versus, okay, I have some goals here that I want to work towards, and I'm going to, continue to put a little bit aside because I know I want to save this amount in order to do these things toward, my purpose, my goals, my business. Okay. Then we have, you're going to make mistakes and it's okay. Sometimes you learn by messing up. So this really encompasses everything that we talked about you, taking risks and going on the journey and recognizing and realizing that, everything may not turn out exactly how it is that you want it to be, but it will turn out exactly how it needs to turn out for your highest enlightenment and for your spiritual growth. So that you can always trust. You can always trust that. And hopefully that will help you when you do feel like embarrassed, or, you should not feel, you shouldn't feel that way. But if you do, hopefully that will help you to surpass that and get over that. And I'm going to do a separate love reading, so I don't know how this one snuck in here, but this says, don't worry so much about not finding love, it will find you. And I feel like, again, that it's so important to stay in the moment, because this is giving me like you kind of focusing more on the future or on the past, as opposed to staying in the present moment and being content and being happy with what you have and being appreciative of what you have and what you've accomplished. And that will allow you to connect with Source and with your guides, and to receive messages on how you can move forward and what is right for you, and give you some ideas on how to get that bank account off of zero. Okay. Yeah, and then continue to make the best of every open door. So I feel like there could be some support coming to you. Your soul family, soul tribe. Also, I feel like for some of you, it could be like just researching and watching videos. For some reason, I'm seeing like you or someone doing searches on YouTube about something and watching videos on it. So there's so many ways that you can learn, and you can still be working towards your goals that won't cost you anything essentially right now. So what else do we have? What else? All right, so we have broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. All right. We have January and February. So these months could be significant to you at this time. So I feel like you could experience a breakthrough or, information of a connection of soul family coming in during that time. So we have dealings or relationship with the woman. So yeah, I talked about this soul family coming through, and I was feeling like it was more of a masculine presence, but it could be either or. Both are here. So a man or a woman that would come through with some support. And by support, I don't mean like it's not always money. I mean, like, it could be like just sitting and talking. It could be a coach. It could be a mentor. It could be, again, as I said, like content that you really enjoy, you really like, and it aligns with your purpose and your goals. And, you can take from that and combine it and do your own thing with it. But yeah, you definitely have that soul family coming through. And then we have broken ring. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So with this broken ring, there could definitely be, so I don't know if many of you are partnered with someone, but it could be a separation. And I'm not even hearing like a complete separation, but just like there may be some things that need to be talked through and worked through, and you may decide to sort of like take a time out and take a little bit of a break until you work through those things. So I'm feeling like it's more of that, although for some of you it could quite literally be like a parting of ways. But for others, I feel like it's more of like just, hey, we need a little moment here and we need to regroup and then come back to the table. So what do we have here? What else? We'll take a couple of these. Resolution, yeah. So you definitely do have the opportunity to work towards some sort of resolution. And again, it could be a complete dissolution or just taking a step back and regrouping and reassessing things and figuring out how you want to move forward and what type of connection that you do want to have together and what type of partnership you do want to have together moving forward. Okay. Yeah. Also, again, with just appreciating what you do have and what is in front of you and staying in the present, it's going to help you at this time. So it's going to give you the strength that you need to work through what it is that you're going through and persevere. And also, there may be something that you're missing, like something that you used to do that could tie into your ideas and your plans. That something that may be helpful, or someone that you knew from a while back, or something they did where you was like, you know what, I really like that, and I would do it this way though. I would take that and add to it in some way. So yeah, just, as you're meditating, kind of consider previously what you did. And I also talked about like just really being mindful and appreciative of what you do have and what you've accomplished so far, because also connecting in that state, in that energy, can lead to new ideas as well. So what other messages do we have? Alright, so we have Scorpion spirit. Alright. Yeah. So for some of you, like, this is related to some spiritual gifts, like psychic gifts, mediumship abilities, something more like esoteric, I'm hearing for some of you. And that's why I was really speaking to, like, don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself. Like, get out there, get on lives, take on new clients, practice, just practice, and just let things go where they may, because it's all designed to help you grow and to help you become better. Okay, so what else? Okay, we'd like 2 more cards, please. We'll take that. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so we have dolphin and snake spirits. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like just being mindful of your communication during this time is going to be helpful to you. And when you're connecting with people and you're networking, calling on like just your emotional intelligence that'll help you with that communication and building relationships, and also just enjoying yourself and having a good time, and knowing like, yes, we're doing this around the holiday time, sure, and you know it's time to relax and enjoy yourself. Yes, absolutely. But again, with there are some things that you can do when you're off and you're bored, not doing anything. Research stuff, look up stuff, start writing out ideas and goals and plans and steps towards your essentially happiness and toward the ideas that you want to implement. So all right, so this is starting to be repetitive, so we're just going to get a couple more messages and then we can close out. Okay. All right, thank you. All right, so the spiritual connection to money. So yeah, we're always talking about those self-care practices and how you are co-creating your reality, and you're being reminded of that here. So let's see, we have exploring the profound spiritual connection between money and your inner self, discovering how to align your financial journey with your spiritual values and purposes. Okay, so we absolutely talked about some of you like this. These are like spiritual gifts and talents and abilities that you're being called to implement and to share with the world and to make money off of that. There's nothing wrong with making money from sharing your gifts. There's nothing wrong with that. Yep, we have learned to harness your energy and attract abundance, money opportunities into your life, opening doors to wealth and financial abundance. Okay, and we talked about just opening yourself up and allowing these new ideas to come through and connect with you. And then we also have shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance, adopting empowering beliefs and attitudes that lay the foundation for a prosperous and wealthy life. So all of these again are connected to your attitude and your thoughts and your belief systems and creating your reality and creating what you desire. So I am going to leave it here, but that is something that you can work on if you choose to. But yeah, creating that desire and raising your vibration. So all right, Aries, those are the messages I have for you today. So please like and share this video and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and we'll talk soon.